The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic community. We support the just pay and recognition of these comic creators, comic fam. Because comics are for everyone. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, live from the United States to Australia. This is the Not Near Mint Show. Welcome to the Not Near Mint Show, everybody. We have some very special guests tonight. You know them from Stray Dogs. The new issue is out today, issue number 2 of Stray Dogs, Dog Days. We'd like to welcome very special guests, Tony Fleecs and Trish Forstner. Let's bring in the guests.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Congratulations. And Tony, where are you right now, sir?
I'm broadcasting live from Collector's Paradise in Pasadena, California. I was here for a signing. And we just finished the main part of the signing, but they got a ton of exclusives at this store, so I'm signing a bunch of exclusives. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing that today?
I've been here for a couple hours, and we got through the line. It wasn't like crazy. So we got through the whole line, and then now I can talk to you guys and just sign the rest of these exclusives. I think it's going to work out great.
Sounds fair.
Except I don't have my stack that I bought this week, so I feel like I can't participate in that part of the show. So I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, I only had time to get one.
You're in an actual comic book shop right now. I think you are doing okay.
Yeah, I could just lie and say I got like
This is mine.
here.
I got this whole box.
Oh, that's great.
Just pick up some merch and say it's yours.
Exactly.
Look at all these books
Hey, this
behind
just
me.
came out today. And this and this and this. Did you buy it? Oh, well.
Just go down the wall. Just take your cam and go down the wall. These are all mine.
When you're famous, you don't have to buy it. They just comp you. It's nice.
That's
You
right.
have a bunch out today, though, don't you?
Yeah,
you have
well,
like
you don't
3?
need both. Oh no.
Oh yeah. I'm not in Wait, yes I am. I'm in the Transformers trade that came out. Was that
Pony
last
2
week?
came out today. Milo Pony Season 10 Volume 2.
Yep.
And then Stray Dogs Dog Days number 2. And then I did a cover for Detective 1050 that came out, I guess, technically yesterday.
You've been really on board with the ratio variants. Trying to find covers from you over at Marvel has become more and more difficult with each consecutive interview we have.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. It'd be much easier if they just put me on the main ones, right?
Precisely. I mean, if they're putting a guy like Irving Rodriguez doing the regular covers on Detectives, which has been fantastic, the guy's a master doing those covers. Why not put Mr. Tony Fleecs or even Trish Forstner on a cover?
Hey, I'm available.
Yeah, she's got
Marvel. I've got clout now. I'm a somebody in the world of comics.
You're somebody that when I see a name on a book, like today, I know that towards the back of the book, and I'm not going to spoil anything that happened today in the book, but there were 2 comics that came out today that I wanted to read more than anything else. Saga and Stray Dogs issue number 2. Out of those 2 comics, only one made me cry.
Oh, Saga.
Actually, it was your book.
That's good. I mean, we were really gunning for people's hearts with the end of this.
Yeah, we really were. We really were.
Gunning for the hearts, eh?
It was the grieving, and considering that what I'm going through right now with the loss of my mom, which last week it was a great episode that we had. It was fun. It was lively. It was upbeat. The very next morning, I get a call from my dad that my mom passed away.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
So doing a show like this and getting to read comics with people that also enjoy the medium as much as we do, especially when you can write a book about grieving to a point. And this prequel to Stray Dogs has been very much that. Even though this is a story of before any of these dogs really got to meet the man that becomes the master, that you just have this perception that even though it's taken from the perspective of the dogs, you have this nuanced perspective that just really tugs at the heartstrings.
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, part of the impetus behind doing these like prequel stories or going back and telling more about these dogs sort of comes from like being a fan of horror movies and like genre stuff, and the way when you do something with a murderer or a slasher and stuff, the victims just sort of get treated like just grist for the mill, right? And a lot of times there'll be like the final girl or the main characters, and you'll get a lot about them. But then there's just characters that come in and they just get churned in and churned out. And we sort of saw this as an opportunity to give more life and more agency and more character to some of these characters that we'd only see for a little bit. And then with the part that you're talking about at the end, really get to like look at one of these characters and say like, this is it's not a real person, but this is a person in our story, and this person mattered to people. And it's sort of I felt like that was important. I don't know if that's necessarily I mean, I guess there's probably no right way to grieve, but I always think about like when you're watching like a slasher movie or a serial killer movie or something like that, just sort of like the ripple that goes out from the one exciting thing to watch, but then you're just like, Jesus, they probably had kids, or they had a family, or they all these people that are now their whole lives are changed. And so it was interesting. If not, I mean, it was fun to make the comic because it's always fun to make comics, but it was nice to get to sort of treat that seriously in our genre bending cartoon dog murder comic.
And now that this series is over, we're seeing that you have advertisements at the back towards Local Man and Crosshairs coming up later in 2022. So yeah. What are those going to be about? When do they drop?
Well, both of them are probably going to be closer to the end of the year than the beginning. We just figured this would be the best place to sort of announce them and get them out there, sort of get people talking a little bit, because people who are interested in my stuff would probably buy this book. I can't really say too much about what they're about, but I can tell you about the people that I'm working with on those books with, and one of them is with Chris Moreno, Crosshairs, who's one of my all-time best friends. We used to work together in the same studio with Tony Rodriguez and with like Chris Burnham and Drew Johnson, Dennis Culver. And this has been something that we've been talking about for years, and just sort of like when Trish and I hit Stray Dogs so hard, Image was just like, what else do you want to do? And I was just like, well, I want to do this. And so they were like, yeah, that sounds great. And it's sort of like, I'm calling it petsploitation, like it's an animal genre bending follow-up type thing. It's not the sequel to Stray Dogs or anywhere in the Stray Dogs universe, but it's like, if you like the way we handled sort of like treating cartoon animals seriously, this is more of that. And then Local Man is me and Tim Seeley, and we're both writing it and we're both drawing it. And it's sort of like, anytime I can get an artist who writes to come back to drawing, I feel like an angel gets his wings, So I'm just really excited to get to work with him and have him draw again, because I dig his writing, but I get pissed whenever somebody stops drawing, I feel like it's a betrayal. Or like, how come they don't have to draw if I still have to draw, So he's going to draw that with me. So those are the two things.
And I'm not playing. Maybe I'll get to play. Let me do a cover, Tony.
Oh, Trish will be on covers. You think I'm going to turn away that money? Come on.
Yeah.
Looking at these covers that have come out in the past, and I have a couple here that are ready to go that I really would love the audience to see, because these are all the issues that came out specifically today. Now, this is the cover A that is for Stray Dogs issue 2. And these covers have just been things that I have been looking forward to, where, honest to God, there could be nothing inside of this. It could be blank paper, and I would buy it for the covers alone.
I enjoyed doing the covers for these. I feel like they were a little further out because we ran out of, we were running low on ideas. Although the Creep Show one for #1 was just genius. It looked so cool.
I love that one.
And I love this one. That's a really cool one.
Yeah, this one just came in a couple days ago. I forgot I even ordered it. The 20 or the what is it?
30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night, a variant cover. I open it up going, oh my God, I forgot about this. And ooh, they even put it in a really nice Mylar too.
The paper stock and the print quality on that cover looks so good outside of the Mylar. I almost feel like I'm doing it disservice putting it in a shiny bag. Because I think it just looks so cool, like just with a matte finish and not very shiny.
Well, that's something else that I can even bring up today. Between the two favorite books of today, I loved Saga and I love your book, but the print stock of the paper with Saga, the second I started touching it, for some reason, it just started feeling like it was starting to wrinkle. The paper stock on yours is very high quality. I love being able to handle it and not worry that I'm going to damage it with the slightest touch.
Yeah, but our comic costs $3 more than Saga.
That's true.
That's where that money goes.
Into
That's
beautiful,
actually very important.
non-bendable paper.
And then getting this in the mail, this was so fantastic. Seeing this Goosebumps cover. You guys have been killing it on the covers game lately. Between the Marvel covers, the independent covers, we need to see more of both Trish and Tony in just all of the comic book world.
T-square, baby.
Double T.
Too. Yeah.
TT. I want that titty.
Easy.
Oh. But yeah, it is fantastic. I love the covers, and that Stray Dogs cover was the Baltimore Comic-Con exclusive, and that same shop did #1 and #2 for Dog Days that are both Goosebumps themed and are gorgeous.
Yeah, those on the secondhand market are on fire. Like people want them. Like, I don't know, starter jackets back in the early 90s.
You can still get them for.
Does anybody get that reference? Nobody.
Yes, kids used to fight over starter jackets at my old high school. Yeah,
okay,
I get
I'll trade Stray Dogs for starter jackets if you guys got those.
Cool.
Yeah.
Pokemon starter decks?
Yeah, this is one where when I initially purchased it from, I think it was Hive Comics, I could be wrong, but it was about $30 with shipping and it was great. I was even planning on lending this out to people until I went, this app over here told me it's $100 now. I go to look on eBay. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that one also glows in the dark too. That book.
No.
Yeah, if you notice, there's like a little, like everywhere it's purple, it kind of has like a little scratchy film on it.
Oh, different.
Turn the lights off, Rob.
Yeah, it glows in the dark, and that was part of what I was trying to do, and that was Bird City Comics exclusive for the trade. That they did as a Baltimore Comic-Con exclusive.
Michael Edmond, you have not lived if you do not know what starter jacket is. They're just pieces of capitalistic shit that nobody needed.
It was kind of like when everybody had like LA Raiders stuff on, and then like, you had the LA Raiders shirt, and then you had a black starter jacket over it, and the Doc Martens and all that business. Everybody was running around.
It's just
Martens, I still wear them.
Martins, and then there's Jordans, and I don't know.
We're not aging ourselves here at all. Doing it right.
We're all geezers.
Steel toe Tims.
I know. I had a starter jacket too. I'm not gonna lie.
My brother had them. He was a big fashion buff.
I didn't have a starter jacket until they were starting to go out. Like people weren't as after them when I finally was able to get one. So that I'm like walking around thinking I'm cool, and I'm like on the tail end of that, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not cool anymore. That's okay. It's still a cool jacket.
I still
We need to
know
bring it
what
back.
starter jacket is.
It will be retro.
Jesse, hold that up higher. Thank you.
We're gonna
That's
pose
the
that.
exorcist. That's the exorcist knowledge.
That is clean.
That's a good one. Oh,
Michael, yes. I think that's badass.
yeah, that one was a really good one. And there's a perfect space for remark right off to the uh, left side of that cover, on the opposite side of the lamppost. Looks really
The
nice.
windsuits. Remember windsuits and like the pictures of the families that all wear matching windsuits? Oof, that was brutal.
Those were the days.
Good times.
Good
Nothing
times
but
only
inches.
remembered, not seen in pictures.
Exactly.
Hi, other person.
That's Jesse.
Would this be another of one of the creators, or would this be a fan coming to say, hi, a YouTube show that I don't
We don't
watch
know.
and probably never will?
Just some rando.
Yeah,
This is
random.
Jesse. Jesse helps out at the shows and stuff. He's a CGC sometimes. He's just a man about comics, really.
We all love the people about the comics,
Comic
and
book
this
movie.
book has been so fantastic, and we have been really enjoying it over here. Is there going to be another trade paperback of the 2-issue compiled?
I'm pretty sure, right, Tony?
I'm so sorry. Can you do that quickly one more time?
Would there be a trade of our 1 and 2 for Dog Days?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
pretty
they're
sure.
gonna want to do a Dog Days trade. We haven't heard anything about it yet, but I would assume at some point we'll have a
I
trade.
mean, it
It'll be
is
a
like almost
smaller
100
trade.
pages of
Probably
awesomeness.
less than the original trade as far as price goes. And then it would probably be both the Dog Days and then possibly the Free Comic Book Day story too.
That'd be cool, man. That'd be a cool little set.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comic book day story was so fun in that we got introduced to, and it was kind of like that was our way of saying this is how we're going to tell the Dog Day stories.
Mm-hmm.
Little like a 10-page snippet of a life of one of these dogs, but without giving away anything that we had for our dogs, for the ones we know in the comic.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be able to grab a copy of the new comic book day one.
Oh yeah,
That became really difficult to find. A free book becoming something that people were going, shut up and take my money. Here's a $20 bill.
Free Comic Book Day was not fun for Trish though. You were.
I was in the 1,000-degree heat in the middle of what was it, August?
Well, while we were making it, you were laid up like that.
Yeah. I was recovering from surgery when we were drawing that issue. So it was like most of that issue and half of issue 5 was me drawing on my back like this, like I was painting the Sistine Chapel, but dogs.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know we were going to do that 10 pages for Free Comic Book Day until Image offered us the book. And we were like, oh, yeah, that'd be great to do. Like, that's a great idea. And then I knew Trish we knew Trish's surgery was coming up. Part of us was just like hoping it would be after we finished the book. And then it was just like, nope, we're gonna not only do a giant-sized last issue, but we're gonna do 10 other pages too. And she got them all done. She's a real hustler, this Trish.
Rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I took I had abdominal surgery, so I had to lay flat for like 4 weeks basically. But the first week was like that was my week off to kind of kind of get back to life. And then I woke up and I was like, okay, let's I had to set up my whole desk around my couch, around my recliner, so that way I could lay back and draw. That's why I'm glad all of that stuff was digital, because I could set it up in a way where it wasn't like on my lap. I could set it up on like an arm.
War stories.
It looked like it looked like a command center. I had so much junk around me. It was so crazy. So cables everywhere.
I'm seeing it now. This is exactly what is compiled into the trade paperback that gets released, where you have pictures of you doing that exact art laid up in bed, because this is history.
It was just, it's a thing. It's a thing that happened, and it was just kind of like an emergency situation. I would never ever draw or recommend drawing this way if you had a choice. But I did buy some new equipment because Stray Dogs was so nice and successful. I did get some new equipment, so now if it ever happens again, I won't be drawing like it's on the ceiling. I'll be, in in a much better position.
She secretly got like Inspector Gadget robot arms. She can like set up everything.
It's just gonna sit on my
Look,
shoulders
Marvin
and do everything
tablet.
for me.
What'd you get with your stray dogs money? Robot arms.
Thank you.
And everybody will be like, no, that tracks. That's pretty cool.
Hey, so you're also going to see now Tony Rodriguez. He also works on the book. He's here signing with me.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
Tone!
does layouts and
Tone.
backgrounds on Stray Dogs. If you have any questions about the backgrounds or the layouts or anything like that, now's a good time for that too.
He has
What does it mean to be
Oh,
a
right.
stray dog?
I actually do have a question. When compiling this between knowing the script and that you're going to be working with either Trish or Tony on any of the designs for the pages, I noticed that there's a flattener that was given a title description in there. So what exactly, how did your work get involved between Trish and Tony to be the final product that we see today?
I heard a lot of that, but I didn't hear all of it. So I'm trying to piece together how you phrase that.
It's okay. It was word salad. Let me simplify. How did you compile Trish and Tony's work into the backgrounds that you designed to be the final product we see today?
Oh, well, and that's the thing. It's like Tony would provide me the script and sometimes, well, most of the time, a rough on how he wanted to see it originally. And then I would turn that into Tony. Tony would then make changes or make editorial kind of decisions on that. And when we talk about it, and Trish can tell you, what I would do is I would basically kind of draw the pages so it was more. I want to say finished comic book looking things, but it's hard to say because they weren't printable. They're just more like if I draw the wood grain in the walls, or I would draw like
The expression was that you did the math.
Yeah, well, yeah, I said that before. It's the math to make sure that everything worked. So like if the door opened left to right, if the kitchen table was in the same spot, if the chairs were all the same, it's more about like consistency and then presenting it to Trish so Trish could take it and then basically turn it into the animation style that everyone's familiar with looking at.
So you're saying that you were quality control.
No, Tony's quality control all the way through. I just provided a very simple framework that basically
just make sure the doors open in the right way.
The book done faster. So
yeah, well, like the thing that
like a fact
Tone
check.
did that I loved was that he would think of, okay, so say you're looking at they're in issue 3 and they're under the porch and all that lattice work. He would think of like the extra dimension to stick that line in there to make it like look 3-dimensional, where I wouldn't have thought about that in all of the way that he did. So what he did was he did a lot more than he should have probably. Because Tone's amazing, and then I would bring it back to. I would take out some of like he would do all the wood grain and all that excellent detail and the tree leaves and all the beautiful things, and I would go, we leaned like 60% of these lines.
But that's exactly what it was. But it was more of a foundation to get Trish to be able to do it and not have to think about, well, like how does this work? How does the framework work? Here's everything. And then she would take and pick and choose what she wanted to show and what she didn't want to show. And
even though I think I did a good job of keeping the original kind of like look, because Tone did so well, and it just always working with him, it always blows my mind. Because I would never think of certain things that he would think of to do.
Well, the other thing is, we got to the point where I wasn't even drawing dogs. Trish was so good at drawing the dogs, she didn't need my help to like figure out, well, here's where they would be. Like I would get them from Tony's layouts, but it was more about like, here's the background. And then the funny thing is, we were just showing some of the people here at the signing some of the layouts because I just happened to have the iPad with me to show them. And they were amazed because I would show them a page and I'd look at the book. And like you said, sometimes 60% of the work that I put into it doesn't even show up, but it's not because it got omitted because it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, there's like a whole dog standing in front of it or something.
Yeah,
There's
it sounds
dogs
like
all over it. Yeah. So
what
like
you
I
did
would
was provide scale and perspective.
yes, exactly.
Foreground, background, and then that allowed her to integrate the characters within that perspective.
Yeah, it
Absolutely.
really did allow me the time to focus on the acting of the characters in any particular scene. And as you know, in animation, the acting of the characters what sells the story. So,
Especially during that one story that you had with the initial attack okay, this is the reason why the dog, I don't want to spoil anything. So the best way to put this, so when you had the big dog attack the master, and this is the reason why we don't go after dogs with men.
oh, yeah.
And that just had some all across the emotional spectrum going on there between the humans, even the ones where you're only seeing the backs of them, kind of like Charlie Brown, all the way up until just the dogs, especially Sophie.
Is that question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're
Just
all
saying how
like,
much I
"Hey,
loved
Grace,
it.
what's going on?"
Thank you so much.
Well, look, my favorite scene, my favorite bit of acting is in issue 4 when all the dogs are arguing and they go into the room that I call the room of much arguing, and they are arguing and Imogen is standing there. She basically takes like a visual count of all the dogs and she notices one's missing, and she just goes and drinks her water calmly. And you don't really see too much of her doing anything until the end of issue 5, obviously. But that she is my favorite character because she's so subtle. Like, you know, but I got to act a lot with her because the room of much arguing was very much in place because of the work that Tone had done. So I could focus on making that scene look better to me visually because of her. You know, like Tone is always so good. I love him so much.
You're being sweet. You're being so sweet. Thank you.
Now, much like the last time you had when Stray Dogs ended, there was an auction for the art. Is that going to be happening again anytime soon?
I think it's a sale, not an auction, but yes. And I don't know when. We sent all the work off to Felix, right, Tony?
Right.
Yeah. So we sent all the stuff, and he did an unboxing video, which was really cool. It was kind of cool to see them all kind of laid out there. But and it had like the original inks over the line work, which was really cool. So the Pan's Labyrinth one is my favorite one. Anybody buys that, whoever buys it, pay a damn fortune because I want it at my house.
Yeah, Trish was like, "Don't send him that Pan's Labyrinth one because I want that." And then when I was boxing up art, I was just like, "Yeah, but we could sell that though." And so I just sort of, I feel like I made a command decision. I'm sorry, Trish.
I really love that one. You monster.
But I love money more.
Oh, rude.
Truth comes out.
Still there.
Rude. Hey, wait, what were we saying earlier? But wait, money.
Money. I like money.
Oh, wait, I like money.
Maybe you can work that into your next contract since we just had the prequel come out, there has to be a sequel. You don't have to say anything today. It could be just a tie-up of all the animals just to see where they went after the end of the story, just so we can feel a little bit of closure. We don't get that much in life, but maybe we can get that from a comic just to find out everything's okay with Sophie because, oh my God, I love her so much.
But I mean, you saw the end of the comic. Like, so Sophie was okay. Not spoilers, but you know. Like,
Well, I mean, at the end of issue, at the end of the main run, she's fine.
I feel like
Nevertheless, they had to deal with serial killer for a little while, and that might affect them. And perhaps one day, Lucky might wind up biting somebody. And this was the dog that belonged to the serial killer. All this is going around the dog, and it's just going, I didn't do anything but protect my new owner. And then you get to see all the other dogs, and perhaps I'm just speculating, but I'm just over here going, I want to make sure that in the future they're okay.
I just want.
I read it when it came out.
I just want like Henry or not Henry. Aldo and Killer. They need to be adopted out as a set. Those two need to go together. They're like BFFs. One's got a stick, one's got a ball. It's going to be fantastic.
I love that your mind goes that deep on these characters. That really makes me feel nice as far as like somebody that creates a book, and me and Trish made this thing, and the characters made such a place inside your head that you want to find out where they went. But I feel like doing a prequel, it's easy because you can still have peril and you can still have danger, and even though like the number one thing people say about this 2-issue thing is just like, well, it's heartbreaking. This is a sad ass book.
And
But,
I didn't really think it was that sad. Like the number one, we did some jokes, and even in the number two, there's like there's a lighthearted story in there, even though there's some macabre there.
well, yeah, but
it's
I
not
feel
all
like
blue and
doing a sequel, like they're all okay as far as I'm concerned. Like we left it open to the reader's imagination, but for this reader, like they're fine. Like I couldn't put them through anymore after all that. Like I have to just believe they all are fine.
When will the stray dogs be fighting the My Little Ponies? As well?
I don't think they'd be fighting. Maybe they join the same universe, or
Yeah.
they join the same side.
There has to be war.
Oh,
IDW, do you like money?
They do.
My Little Ponies and Dogs of War.
I feel like the dogs, they don't have magic. It would be a very uneven fight. They're just dogs. They can't even talk.
They can talk to each other. That's it.
The second that they enter the My Little Pony universe, bam, all of a sudden they can all talk, they can interact, and now they have magic.
Oh,
They
they
don't
got, like,
work
horns and
just like
wings and stuff?
Winona.
And they've seen things.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
They have
These
little
dogs are
symbols on
things.
their butts with specific little special powers.
All right,
They've
you know
all-
what?
They've all
I-
seen things.
I've said we weren't going to do any more stray dogs, but now you're really convincing me. If I can give them horns and cutie marks, then maybe.
Oh yeah, can some of them fly? I
Yeah.
want to see Aldo with wings.
Absolutely.
Just
Oh,
remember
there
to
was
watch that episode.
Don't
of The
put yourself in a
Simpsons with
box. You can
Poochie.
do whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
Alicorn Sophie.
Just as long as you
we
don't
can make it
Poochie
happen.
it, you'll be fine.
Oh, you think there's a possibility we could give them magic powers and wings, and it wouldn't be poochieing this thing?
This is what
You have
I
a
think
lot of
they should take My Little Pony undersea and do narwhals.
faith. Ooh.
Narwhal.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
not.
they've
Some
done
narwhal.
they've done sea ponies or undersea ponies. That does exist.
Yeah, they do.
If you
They're
don't know
weird.
the narwhal thing, this was something that Whack did for us last week, and we're just going to play it.
Do it.
Let's see.
Is it playing?
I don't see
Down,
it.
paper down. What do you got? What do you got?
It's a narwhal.
Narwhal, bitch, it's a narwhal. You never seen a motherfucking narwhal, huh?
You did that for a lot, Ryan K. Lindsay. So we've been
Oh,
on
I
a
love
narwhal.
it.
One more
I
time.
love it.
One more time. One more time.
One more time. Okay.
Down, paper down. What do you got? What do you got?
It's a narwhal.
Narwhal, bitch, it's a narwhal. You never seen a motherfucking narwhal, huh?
Why do you sound like Kanye West? Ah!
Moving.
All right, we asked the. Well, this is the deep shit here.
We're just a bunch of kids over here geeking out with people that we admire, respect, and oh my lord, you guys have done such a great work with this new book. And I can't wait to see more of it. And I know that you guys are over at a convention right now, or not a convention. It seems like a convention with all the people in the background. Is there anything that's coming up for the both of you anytime coming up in the future? Any appearances coming up?
Not for me. I'm getting out from under 300 CGC commissions so that I can bury Tony under them.
Yeah, I'll be working on those. This weekend on Saturday, I'll be at Emerald Knight Comics in I guess it's in North Hollywood or Burbank. It's the closest comic store to my house, so that's real nice. And then next Wednesday, 1 week from now, I will be at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach, and they have they got an exclusive also of Stray Dogs, so you'll have an opportunity if you're in the area to get that. It's like
And their number one and their number two were a connecting cover, which is really cool.
Yeah, they did our only. I mean, there are other connecting covers, but this is the only one that me and Trish and Tone did. So
I like to call that one duality because like one side is like red and the other side's blue, and it's the blue side is like, here's some food, I'm taking care of you. And then the red side is like, here's the leash of doom. And they're all scared.
I like that duality. It sounds so classy.
It does. I put a lot of thought into that just now.
Well done, Trish.
Well, man, I'm so glad that, like, I mean, it was cool, Tony, that you're here, and Trish, I guess, but, like, Pony Stark.
Pony.
Oh, yeah.
We're here for Pony.
Pony Stark, number one.
Bam.
Get that Pony Stark.
Here.
Next time we can
handsome
just send
man.
Tony Stark.
Yeah, I'm going to put Pony Stark. He's going to be taking all appearances.
Oh,
He's
guest
even got a
appearance
kitty
in
cat
Stray
on-
Dogs.
He's even got a kitty cat on his shirt.
That is so masculine. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know?
If anybody starts getting iffy on the copyright, just call him Pony Stank.
Yeah. That's how we get around it.
I understood that reference.
Hey, I get that reference.
Yeah, I've been so pleased to see you guys do so well with this, and I only, you know, I wish I just want to see more upward trajectory, and I'm just really happy for you all, and I love it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. I want to do like I want to just do dogs across all titles. Come on, Marvel. Give me a Lucky the Pizza Dog series. I would love that.
Just go K9.
I mean, we've been
K9 Avengers. We can do
I
it.
haven't made a secret of it. Like anytime somebody asks us like about Big Two stuff, we're always just like, well, I don't know why they don't just have us drawing dogs. Like that seems like easy money.
Trish, you would kill it with Pet Avengers.
Yeah.
Get your ass on Pet Avengers
That's
right
what
now.
I was
Marvel,
thinking.
I was
Right
thinking
now.
the same thing.
Marvel.
That's
I'll do it right now.
hilarious.
Marvel. Help
Call
me
these
out.
people. You need Trish on Pet Avengers. Meow.
Yeah, right now.
Right.
Right meow.
Agree.
I know.
So yeah,
Yeah.
But we
you
did
guys
a Lucky
are
the Pizza Dog cover as kind of like, a taste of that.
That was good.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that very much.
Mhm.
Tony's been coming out with all these covers over here at Marvel that have been like these 1 in 25s, 1 in 100s, ones where I go, hey, I want to buy that. That's $200. I will hold off for right now.
just save the JPEG. There you go.
Right click, save as.
But those magazine layouts are
You're
just so
fired.
iconic that when I see it, I want to buy it. And every time I see it, unfortunately, it's a 1 in 25.
Yeah. Well, I'll work on getting closer to the A cover, and we'll try and make it easier on you.
I know it's not your decision, but it just goes to show we love the covers. We love the layout. And I guess it's worth every single penny when they're 1 in 25s, 1 in 100 and gems.
Yeah, his Miles
100,000.
Morales is like impossible to find. That thing's a ghost.
Yeah.
Who's?
Tony's.
Yes, it
Is it a
is.
Miles?
Yeah, it's
I think
the
Miles- yeah.
annual. Isn't it the annual?
Mm-hmm.
Was the
Yeah, that
annual.
thing's impossible to find, you asshole.
Listen, was it
Not your
one of the Comic Tom hottest variant covers of 2021?
Oh, that means you
That'll do
definitely made it if you're on Comic Tom's list.
Come on.
I know
Sorry.
that Comic Tom gets a
now.
lot of shit, but at the same time, he
Look, that's my
he
guy.
knows what he's talking about.
Has
Look,
impressive taste as far as I'm concerned.
Dude, the cover you made was gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you so much.
It-
You guys are the
People are
best.
dumb if they don't like it.
I mean, I guess I kind of agree.
You kind of have to.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
I
Yeah.
feel like, is anybody getting dizzy?
No,
No.
I actually feel like I'm watching the movie Irreversible, but I was actually able to watch it.
Well, good. This is going to be much less disgusting than Irreversible for sure. Unless who knows what could happen in this comic store? It could get awful.
I don't know.
That
maybe
shop
one of
is
the-
awful big.
Yeah, this is a great store. I mean, I recommend if you're ever in the Pasadena area, you're going to want to check out Collector's Paradise, Ed Greenberg's shop, one of 3 here in the greater Los Angeles area, also in Winnetka, in North Hollywood.
Yeah, sorry. I don't mean to. I'm here to live and let live. So I apologize, But Comic Tom reminds me too much of like my younger brother. So it's just like I just want to like give him a noogie and say
Sure.
like, go to your room. So
Yeah, he's very nuggable, that guy.
he's a noogie guy. So, anyways, no hate. Just
I love it.
I would just love to share a coffee with him, preferably decaf.
I don't want that child on coffee. He's enough. I want him on Ritalin.
Come on, comic fam, right now. Let's go.
Comic calm.
So I know that the both of you are a bit busy after having such a great experience doing these last 2 books right now. We do what we call comic book therapy, where we're going to be showing some books. So you're more than welcome to hang around. But if you need to run, that's okay too. But hey, we picked up a crap ton of shit today. And out of everything, there's only 2 things you can get.
Show us the one book, but really
the
it's
one
not
book
one.
I managed to get was Happy Hill.
Very cool.
It's
I'm
like
gonna catch it on the replay. Trish, I love you. Everyone else, you're fine too. I'll miss you. Rob, again, my condolences. Very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you guys so much for having us on. This was really nice. Ace, thank you for inviting us. And
yes,
hopefully we'll come see you again soon. But reach out anytime.
Congratulations for such a great job that you guys have done. We can't wait to see more of your work in the coming future and to keep buying them covers.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll come back on anytime. I'll tell you about what's coming next.
Say bye to Tone and Jesse for me.
All right, we'll do.
Bye. Bye, Tone.
Bye-bye. So, Trish, are you going to hang out with the other nerds here?
I can hang out long enough to show off this book and talk about how cool Rich and Joe are.
Do that.
The creative team for this book is cool. I saw them on Comic Book Women on Tuesday, was it? And then that's where I bought this because it came in like a 10 cover set of all their number ones together from Comics Tribe. So you can still get them, and there's like this ultimate like swag pack box that I saw after I ordered the 10 cover box, and I was like, well, dang. I'm not going to get another set of these though, just to get the swag that came with the other thing, which was like all kinds of neat separate things. They described it as something like a horror movie, but with like Willy Wonka style type thing. It's kind of like they all go to like this big fancy hotel, and there's murder and stuff like that, and there's this guy in this gas mask thing. It's kind of crazy.
Isn't Willy Wonka already a horror?
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
it's kind of like a psychedelic trip, man. A lot of people don't really realize that Willy Wonka is kind of a messed up thing.
Especially during that boat ride scene when they're going through that trip, and all of a sudden, oh, we're getting faster and faster, and we're gonna scare the shit out of you, and then, oh, everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
That's the best part.
Yeah, what was that back there with the alligators and the monster? And the screaming and the, all of that. Yes, but I was only able to go out and get one book, or I wasn't even able to go out and get it. I will be heading down to my LCS this weekend. I call them local, but they're still like 40 minutes away. I love them so much.
Sometimes that's local for some people. That's crazy. Because I'm in the Bay Area, and we have like shops like all around. Like there's 2 shops per city, and their cities are like I can bike to 2 of the cities close to me. So I always find that trippy when people say I gotta go like an hour and a half to get my books.
Yeah, and I still shout out, all the shops I do business with. I do. We all have our online connections and our, East Coast, West Coast connections. We all have somebody somewhere that helps us get our books, right? Yep. Bird City helps me get some. I got Third Eye. I go down there and I chat with them.
Oh yeah, I get emails from them all the time.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah, I heard good things about them.
Third Eye. And the crew from Happy Hill was there today signing on New Comic Book Wednesday for their first issue, which dropped today.
Nice.
So I'm like, oh my god, my book's out there competing with frickin' Saga right now. I am so because everybody's so jazzed for Saga. I did pick that up, in a box somewhere. It's one of these shops has it.
I still need to read that series, so I'm not as jazzed as everybody else.
Well, so I read them both, and I didn't reveal the answer. Between Saga and Stray Dogs issue 2 that came out today, I only cried for one of them, and that was for Stray Dogs because it hit the heartstring. Now, Saga, it was great that it came back, and I know that Ace, it got you a little bit more than it did me, but the one portion in the story that, not to spoil anything, but that Hazel, it's 3 years later, and she doesn't feel as much for the loss of her dad as this other character in the book. And
because wasn't that like the end of the last issue was like the death of Marco?
Spoiler alert, everybody! Sorry.
Sorry. It's been spoiled for me so many times.
Oh, at the end of the last one that was like 3 years ago, and if you haven't read it by now, it's kind of like it's been 3 years. It's cool to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm still planning on reading it, but I already knew that.
Yeah, no, I'm in your boat. I haven't read the first series, but everybody keeps like talking about it, and so I'm like, okay, but everybody was really amped about the drop for Saga because this is the first time it's been back since
he's actually my favorite character.
And it's the first time it's been back in years, so it's like, well, damn, we're out here with the big dogs, so to speak. Really trying to get that market, and so I'm not worried. I say this like it matters, I guess. But Dog Days 2 is a good book. Everybody should go at least pick it up, reread the trade, feel for these characters again, but feel differently because you know a little bit more about them.
Now it's worth a reread.
Yeah, because I mean that was what I did, even as the artist who knew what was happening and knew what was going on in the story. I still read both books, and I still went back to the trade and I read it again, and it just made me feel things all over again. Especially issue 3. God, such a monster.
Yeah, that's like my favorite but worst issue.
Yeah.
I'm like, how was it that Chase wound up booking you to begin with?
What was that?
Wasn't it a comment you made on Twitter after a certain thing happened at the end of an issue?
Go fuck yourselves.
I remember that. I don't even have Twitter.
And then I was just like, hey, can we do an interview with y'all?
Sure. If you can handle me crying and drinking a bunch of wine, it's great.
I just call it every day that ends with day.
Yeah, and then I just call that, Wednesday now. It's great. But yeah, so I hope everybody goes out there and picks it up and rereads the book. And if they have any questions or anything, I'm on social media. I'm not always free to talk, but I will always find a way to reply. Everybody always gets me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, I follow you on the IG.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't post a lot on IG. I was having some major issues with Instagram this morning. I finally had to uninstall and reinstall the app, and then it finally worked. I was like, I've
been there before.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just trying to make a post. Am I banned? What happened? Did I get blocked?
Sometimes I'll have everything set up and I'm about to post and it's like, this picture can't be used. I'm like, what are you talking about? I used the same picture and they let me post it. So it's like I went through all that, typing all that out, and I had to redo it. Come on now.
Well, thanks a lot for having me. I wanted to thank you guys again. I am going to jet because I have to get into these CGC commissions, but it's really cool hanging out.
Thanks for take a while.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thanks for hanging out, chat. Thanks for all the supporting words.
Yeah. Wish you nothing but success. Good vibes.
Thanks for inviting us again. Yes.
Thank you for making such wonderful art and such a great story. And we can't wait until there's more to consume because that's all we are over here. A bunch of your stories.
Yeah, I mean, I know Tony said he's working on something for us, and then I'm trying to get back into the My Little Pony game with some covers soon. And some stuff for Good Boy, and then I think I'm
nice.
I don't want to spoil it for him, but there's a coming up Kickstarter for a really interesting book, and I might do some sketches for him.
Ooh,
so
I'm gonna look into that
for his Kickstarter, and I don't want to spoil it for him. But
You know more?
I read the first issue of it. It's got a lot of potential. I'll say that. And his first issue did kickstart, and it funded. So he's going to do for issue 2, and it's about a bunch of dogs or about a couple dogs that have superpowers. I'm into it. Dogs and superpowers. We're into it already.
Now, there we go.
Yep.
We're moving into 2022. It's now all about the animals.
We all need something nice in our life, and animals, man, they just bring it there. Because think about what a hellscape it is out there now. It's just like it, and
they're not assholes. They don't talk back. They're not.
No,
human.
yeah,
they just love you.
Animals, they just, I don't know. I don't deserve them. We don't deserve them, but they're here for us, and so
they live in the present.
Yeah, they do. They do. Mine just wants treats. That's all.
Yeah,
treats and some pets.
Yeah,
can't wait until I get a cat.
But thanks so much for stopping by, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You know where to find me, and I'm happy to come back again if you guys want me.
Absolutely.
Take care.
We love having you as a guest. You're so great.
We appreciate
you so much.
Thanks, Rob. Sorry again for your loss.
Thank you.
Aw. Okay, guys. Have a good night.
See ya.
All right. I guess it's time for some therapy. Are we ready to do some therapy? All right.
Lay it on me.
So, what exactly is the problem? Tell Dr. Whack. It's the Not New Mint crew. Miracle Man, Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Comics on the Mind, Ace. I see them in my dreams. It is okay. The Not New Mint crew cannot hurt you. Well, what if I want them to hurt me?
I guess it's time to show some books.
I love it. Every time it gets me. This
Black is the best. We love
Trish
her.
just messaged me that thanks again. It was fun, and she loves all of us.
Oh,
Yeah,
we love
yeah.
her too. Yeah. That little hand signal that I'm so terrible at
My
making.
internet being destroyed.
So, who wants to show some books first?
Me?
Ace.
Why me?
Because you have the most diverse reading material. We're a bunch of Cape readers over here.
Fucking
Yeah,
nerd.
you have all the goodies.
So first, this is for Kirk.
Hell
This is
yeah!
Saga. It was free.
I
It was
really-
in my pool box. My LCS. Everyone who has one got it for free today. So
I need to hurry up and get a pool. I mean, the rest of the trades.
yeah. And then Maria Lupe did this cover. I have no idea what the hell this comic's about, but my babe did a cover, so I had
Nice
to.
cover, yeah.
And Catwoman will probably be the last one I get because I'm trying to cut back on comics. I'm only getting that for covers. Getting Dizzy, one of my favorite like Boom Studios little boombox imprint thingies. It's like rollerblading and roller derby and aliens, and it's fun. Harley.
We got roller derby out here, at least in San Francisco. It's pretty cool.
The Third Eye dude I see sometimes, he runs a whole like roller derby dude around here. Like, the whole, like,
That's
thing.
awesome. Yeah, you could see him practicing over by the lake by my house.
Then Hashtags Will, I got the A cover, and this is it's like queer, and it has Rent in it. So Rob, you should start reading it because I converted you to a Rent fan. And yeah, Homesick Pilots, Ma.
How is Ma?
Yeah, I'm curious too.
So it's like a super feminist cult wants to kill all men, so I love that.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. But they're not TERFs. We love people who aren't TERFs. TERFs are transphobes, and they're just like, no, we don't like with that. Love that. Then Nubia.
Oh, that was the last issue. Yeah.
I'm
I'm so disappointed they canceled that series.
Did they
It got
cancel Nubia?
canceled?
I know they
Yeah,
canceled
no more Wonder Girl.
Girl.
Damn, are you kidding me?
And of course,
Yeah, I guess it wasn't selling.
Vault.
Wow.
Another cover from Vault. Silver Coin. This has been fun. I don't know why I picked this up, but
That one's a really cool cover. What is that a homage of?
Whatchamacallit?
That whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit?
I gotta watch that whatchamacallit tonight.
Van Helsing.
Oh, that's a nice cover.
Yeah. And the final thing for Witchblood, possibly. If this is where it ends, fine with that. But I also never want Witchblood to end, so you know.
Oh, Trick or Treat homage. Okay.
This was rudely
That is a great cover.
Yeah, I love the leopard.
Wonder Girl should not have been canceled, and whoever made that decision, you're a horrible person. Wonder Woman Evolution. This is a very meh comic, but I'm reading it. Then in the mail, I got some John Gallagher covers from Vault. So this is for the Rush #1. Then Radio Apocalypse #1.
Was that the variant cover?
Yeah.
Nice.
We Ride Titans #1.
Oh, that's on my pool.
Human Remains. That is all I have. Get off my face.
That's everything. You got it. Lady?
I got a total of 8 books today. 3
sure the good ones.
Huh?
Show the good ones first.
Nope. Showing it
That's for last.
So this one actually isn't even new. This came out a couple weeks ago. It's Avengers Forever #1.
Let me know how the read is, because I don't know
Yeah.
if I want to collect it or not. Because I'm reading the Avengers run right now, and I know that connects to it.
Oh my
I haven't
God.
even read that yet.
Somebody keeps texting me, and I'm sorry.
That's all.
But
I was wondering who it was.
I don't know how to fucking shut it up on my fucking computer. So I
Oh,
apologize.
it's on the comp? That's hilarious.
Spam texting you right now.
What?
I'm gonna start spam texting you right now.
Don't you dare.
Ding 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 ding.
Don't
ding.
you dare. And then
You fucking tracer! Your mother's a tracer!
Ding ding ding.
okay. The Russell Doterman Avengers Forever variant for #2. And if you guys don't know Doterman's art, he did a lot of really great art on the Jane Foster Thor stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then I got another one of these Chung variants. So I have the Silver Surfer, the Hawkeye, and the fucking now Devil's Reign.
You know, the only reason why I did not order those because I initially thought that they were ratio variants and I didn't want to get stuck with the bill.
I didn't get stuck with the bill.
Ugh.
It was cover price?
Cover price.
All of the Devil's Reigns. How much are all the Devil's Reigns?
$3.99, $4.99.
Yeah.
This one was $4.99.
Nice. Why are you laughing?
Arizona. God damn it, I've been turning shit over here looking for my phone.
I love it. All right. What's up, Tacky? All right. These are the back issues that I got today.
Come on.
Picked up
What you got?
Defenders 44. They have their Defenders price so cheap there. This was $2.99. And so it's like,
that's super cheap.
Yeah, right? Wouldn't you pick this up for $2.99?
Hell yeah.
And then I also picked up Avengers 155.
Oh, my boy Beast, the good
Victor
Beast.
Von
Oh,
Doom.
Doom. Who is
Uh-huh.
the dude with the W on his chest? He looked like some kind of like charlatan comics, like
That's not
old
Wonder
school.
Man, is it?
That's definitely not Wonder Man. I love my boy Wonder Man. That's not him.
Wonder Man trying out a new crappy outfit.
He dyed his hair too. That's Wonder Man right there. He's
Yeah, there's
getting
Wonder
punched by
Man.
some mariner. He's getting
Is
knocked
he the
out by some
wizard?
mariner. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I
Let
ain't
us know in
never
the
seen
chat.
this dude.
That looks like
No one
Kirby art.
except us. Yeah, kind of. Oh,
All right. The Wizard. My last
the
name is
Wizard. Huh.
And then I
Never
got
heard of him.
I got issue 152.
Nice. This is great.
Nightmare in
boy.
New Orleans. This is
Why
definitely Jack Kirby.
Oh yeah.
Is that when they resurrected Wonder Man again?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Nothing can stop me.
My unliving slave.
Nothing can stop Mr. Undead Uncross Man with a beam.
He's got upside down cross
This
man.
is the last Avengers that I picked up. And it's a good one.
Which one is this? Oh, nice.
Pretty sure this is Neil Adams.
They're fighting the Sentinels? That is great.
It's bad blood, ain't it?
Hell yeah. I don't have
Shit,
any
let's
of
try.
those early 100 ones. Well, I think I have a couple, but
I don't even have that
this.
one.
I don't have that one.
You don't
That's
have this one, Rob?
I don't have that one. No, I don't.
That's a beautiful cover. I might
Love
have to
the
hunt
frame
that one down.
covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I think? I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Right. Yeah, I have a few over here that are some back issue Avengers.
Yeah. This is Neil Adams, y'all. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
So get your asses
you know
on
your art.
Avengers 103. Huh?
Yeah, I'm about to look that up on.
All right. And this is the last one. I got me a pretty one. This was on the wall today at my LCS.
Uh-oh.
And I had to do it. I had to pull the trigger.
What is it? Dang, your boy dude.
So, Ace, look away.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert. Holy fucking shit. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking god. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking god. Look at that book. Jesus, Jesus. Oh my god.
I like turtles.
And I like Doom.
Yeah. Rich Buckler, says Michael Edmond. Thank you.
Thank you.
So as you guys know, I am wrong a lot. So let's trust Michael.
And I'm the worst.
I think it's beautiful art. Yes, you are right, sir. And I appreciate it. Oh, sexual chocolate.
I just
I don't know how to compete with all that, but I have a shit ton of stuff.
I'm so excited to file these away. I've been working hard on my Avengers.
I've noticed. That's great.
Trying to put in the work because they're gonna get unaffordable soon.
I know.
The ones that I'm going after are gonna be really unaffordable soon, and I'm just like, I cannot.
And
Randy
Daredevil-
Watson.
Well, those old Daredevil from the 60s, you used to be able to buy them for about $10, maybe 20 for like the ones with Spider-Man. Not anymore. Now they're getting up there like 50, 60, 80 bucks for the nicer condition ones. And the one you got down there, some shops I know would probably be charging 80, 90 bucks for.
What, for this?
Yeah. Just because there's sharp corners, is a black cover.
It's not, well, it's
Black
like
borders.
dark green. It's very dark, yeah.
I'm colorblind. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
You were literally too stupid to insult.
I said, don't apologize for your genetic inferiority. Sorry. All right. Anyways, I'm done. That's it.
All right, so I guess I'll show a few books. Back here is everything that came out. So that teeny tiny stack right here is all the independents. DC, Marvel, and most of those are back issues. We'll start with the smaller stack.
You got the Cowboy Bebop.
Of course, some Cowboy Bebop action here. I know not everybody dug the new Netflix series, but I thought it was pretty good. Even though I really didn't see, Ein was in it, but I didn't see Ed. Maybe Ed was at the end, but I didn't watch all the entire series. Sorry.
You've had to put books down. You mean like execute them? Euthanize them?
Oh, there's just so many books that you eventually either fall off, like House of Slaughter, I'm sure is good, but I only just in the last couple days read the entirety of Something is Killing the Children, the trade paperbacks, and now I'm finally ready to read this, but now that he's kind of dead, spoiler alert, in the book, do I really care? I don't know. We'll see.
I'll say this. I just started reading it. I need to read number 4, but I like it so far. It is kind of like a punch to the gut. Like, yeah, he's gone, but like it is. I like to see his backstory. It's worth the read. It's definitely worth the read.
Yeah, now we get to finally find out who he really was before he gets torn to pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Torn to pieces.
Now, when we're talking about not reading stuff and things coming out that we're just not really reading and
don't buy that shit. Don't buy that shit.
Waiting.
Stop buying it or I'll stop texting you.
Bunch crap.
I love how y'all are intervention me here on the show about buying comics.
I'm going to tell you
and specifically Todd McFarlane's Spawn.
I'm going to tell you whether or not a title shit. Do not buy that shit.
I don't know. Maybe it is moving to a new main character. I don't know. Next up, we get Once and Future. I'm 2 issues behind, but I'm looking forward to reading the rest of it. I just would rather read it in like a bit of a chunk because it feels like I'm always being left with something. I hope it finishes up soon. This is one of my favorite reads this week. I didn't cry though, but it was still really, really good. And I'm kind of glad that the one thing that was kind of revealed was not quite revealed in this issue about a certain person on the cover here. But holy crap, if you're a fan of this, please do buy, because just like how Spawn is $2.99, don't bother with the Spawn. Bother with Saga. And read the trade paperbacks. I know they're a little expensive, but it's a great series. Those were the independents, aside from the Stray Dogs, which I already showed y'all.
I didn't say don't buy Spawn. I said don't buy Gunslinger. Is Gunslinger $2.99?
Yeah. All the Spawn titles after it gets past issue number 1 winds up being $2.99.
Well, don't buy that shit.
Yeah, I probably should. Yes, Michael, Saga is back 3 years later. They even say 3 years later, past what happened from the last issue. So it is a time jump. And yes, it is still fire. Don't bother with the hype. Even if you get hyped up, it's still really good. Here's Action Comics. And Action Comics, the B cover, because this is some authority stuff. So I file one in my Action and one in my authority box. I know I'm weird.
That's not what makes you weird.
What?
I said that's not what makes you weird.
Okay, that's one of many, many things that make me weird.
There you go.
All right. What doesn't make me weird is the fact that, I buy a lot of Batman crap, but this one is Tom King, and I don't know if this is going to tie together or be analogous to the Batcat storyline that's going on, but it's $9.99.
Well, you can buy that shit.
This is good. This is good stuff.
Just sit on that shit for a minute.
What?
I said just sit on that shit. You can get that shit.
Oh, I will.
Don't buy that Spawn shit.
How about this?
No.
This isn't Spawn shit, but it's vampires. It doesn't figure into anything that's major story. It'll be fun.
I don't really do vampires that well.
It's not Twilight. Don't buy it.
My shop must have been shorted on their once and future because it's not in my stack. There's a lot of people that have been trying to buy those 125. So if you look around, I'm sure you'll still be able to find it. Hopefully, because those
Wicked dirty.
Catwoman would fall. That is so
You can
unrealistic. That sounded wicked dirty. I am wicked dirty. Next up, here is one of my new favorite cover artists of all time. This is a cover by Irving Rodriguez. Now, some people make some comments about the faces, but it's growing on me. They're just gorgeous. The way that it's rendered.
Yeah, isn't it so realistic? It's like almost like photo.
Oh,
yeah,
he must have been paid.
That's what I
for
thought
that.
it was.
It's photo based because they paid this guy to do 12 covers for a 12-issue weekly series. So this is going to be coming out every single week. This is the Bergermo cover where it's, all the different Batmans through the eras. That was nice. Haven't read more than the first issue from that yet, but I will get to it. It's becoming weekly, and I'm already annoyed by all the stuff that is bi-weekly. Now, here's another issue of Flash. Yeah, I know. I don't read Flash.
The series you're never reading.
But I have all of the Flash. Now, here is one of my favorite covers that came out this week. But the thing is that this cover is okay, right? Right? It's
nice
fine. But why use that cover when I'm going to go ahead and just take this out here? Because the best cover of the week turns out to be, and I'm just going to remove the boards.
I knew it. The back cover.
The back cover is the best part about this entire book. I love the front cover. The front cover is very nice.
What story is this?
This is the story of it's Tom King's hit, or why can't I read this? Human Target. So it's now 4 issues, 4 issues in. I haven't read the first one because he's the kind of writer that I can only read them all at the same time.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
Now, next up, I was ready to cut this book until the story came out earlier this week that they're killing off the Justice League.
Whoa.
Yeah, so not just one, not two, not Batman, not Superman, the whole Justice League they're killing off.
Excuse me?
Yep, issue 75 will be the last issue for the Justice League. So maybe now is a good time to start picking it up. Just to watch how DC transitions into the, I guess, new 52 or 5G or whatever they were not going to do, but somehow still doing. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, Peacemaker. This was a big book at my shop today. People were saying, I'll pay like $10 for it. I'm like, it's $7. Don't. Oh, then I realized it's Garth Ennis, and yeah, it's probably actually worth it. Garth Ennis is always a good read as long as it's not like the war stuff. And it's not that the war stuff is bad. I'm just not a big fan of reading war stories. Here's Superman number 70. Well, Superman 78 final issue 6. He's finally battling an actual super villain. And yes, Rose Gray, let's find out how long the Justice League actually stays dead. Considering that they actually have a Justice League Beyond from the Batman Beyond universe, I think the Justice League will be just fine. Maybe that's just me. I could be wrong. Sure they are. All comic book death stick. Just ask Uncle Ben, right? Or just Uncle Ben. Only Uncle Ben. God damn it. Next up, we got Superman Robin. And I had to really do a double take on this to go, wait a second. Is this like Superman? No, this is Son of Kal-El, Superman, and Damian. So yeah, I'm going to be reading this. It's Tomasi. So I'm really still a little upset that they aged up Superman, but we are getting a bisexual Superman. So let's see how the evolution evolves. Next up is another book that lies to us outright on the cover. God damn it, DC. Red X revealed. Red X, really?
Yeah, right.
Red X revealed. All right, let me come a little closer. Red X is not fucking revealed in this issue. God damn it. This isn't just because I'm going through some shit. This just feels like another trick play. I'm ready to cancel this shit at issue 12.
Do it.
And then there's the things that are canceled that I wish weren't. Wonder Girl issue number 7. This is a beautiful looking cover. I mean, just look at the moss, the detail that they put in there. I wish false advertising was illegal, Planet Arizona. And yes, Air Spider, very, very sneaky. And you're probably right, Michael. I'm pretty sure that Superman does love Robin in his own way, but maybe they'll wind up living together in the future. Perhaps. I don't know. All right, next up, we are moving on to some of the back issues and all the Marvel comics. Now, I'm probably this Friday going to be back with my dad because of things that are going on. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a show with Lady Fantastic Friday, because if I do, it'll be from my dad's place, and there's no comics there. And it's nice moss. Moss. More moss, less loss. Just like my green screen here. All right, here we go. This came in the mail. I didn't actually order this, but it was part of something else that just came in, so I'm really digging that. And yeah, it's just all of Red X's internal struggles that are revealed. Just. Next up, we get Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 87, or as I would call it, Ben Reilly, the clone of the Amazing Spider-Man. It's still good. This also came in the mail because it was part of something else that I ordered. I didn't have to pay for it, but thank you. And by the way, these Mylars that I've been getting lately, I'm going to show you guys where I've been getting this from. There's somebody that's over on Instagram, and these are what they are. This is Comic Clear, and you can go to comicclearsupplies.com there, and these things are fantastic. And I think I got 100 of these for about maybe 112, 117 bucks, and it is so worth it. Yeah, I got 1,000. Yeah, sorry, I got 1,000 of them.
And it's not Mylar, it's OPP.
OPP, other person's pussy.
Yep.
Property.
It's a special type of I think polypropylene that is very clear, but it's like a poor man's Mylar. It's a fraction of the cost, but does just as good a job.
Well, here's that poor man's Mylar in action, and this is nice.
That's what Max lights are. I have Max lights. They're the same thing.
Yeah, if this is just like a cheaper version of this, I think I have found my new company that I will be using for pretty much everything. Because when I'm using the old comic skins, which the only difference is with the comic skins are they're a bit smoother when you touch them, but that's the only difference.
Comic skins are actually Mylar. So Mylar is specifically owned by the DuPont corporation. So yeah, I don't know why that matters, but I'm just saying.
I'm down with OPP, Planet Arizona Comics. I'm down with Yo PPP.
I need 186. I'm still fucked for 186. So
I wound up ordering the both of those for about $30 about 2 weeks ago, and they finally just came in.
See, this one I had to order online for $20 fucking.
For a character that only first appears here and a little backup is 10 pages. I know nothing about the character, but yeah, sure, $20 on the day of
Well, it's just but I'm actually collecting the fucking run because I care about Black Panther. I'm a Black Panther person.
Yeah, I would hope that your shop knows you enough to go, yeah, here you go, lady.
Well, I should have, it's my own fault. So I don't have the right to bitch about it because if I cared enough, I would establish a pool. And that I'm a dick and I don't, then I don't deserve it.
I think you'll get around to it one day when you're just tired of paying like $20 online.
Yeah,
I got
you're right.
tired of that shit.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing is I don't know. I have commitment issues.
What, you think that you're actually not going to buy that Black Panther issue number 3?
No, it's just that, like, what if something starts sucking and it's like, I don't want to have to, I don't know.
Well, I can explain what you can
You don't
do.
want to be held down by that comic book.
Tacoma, you better have gotten like
You just
10 of
sell it.
those Hanses and you're going to give me one. JK.
Looking forward to reading this one.
Mm.
The Iron God. I can fix everything. Sure you can, you alcoholic.
What did issue 15 look like? I think 14's the first cosmic one, right?
Yeah, he's like becomes Galactus, right?
Well, he becomes a herald of Galactus. So he's imbued with the cosmic powers. So it's like cosmic Iron Man. But
yeah, I still need to read it. I have like it's in my read pile. I just haven't had a chance to read it.
Oh,
I already put it away.
Tacoma, I was lucky enough to get a Devil's Reign. I didn't get this one, but our thing had like one copy of it. I was like, I don't care.
My shop had a bunch of them, but this is just one of those things where you see J. Scott Campbell doing a cover, and it's not like a ratio, and people all of a sudden go, "Yeah, I want to get that for cover price." Wait, did you order that on FOC? No. Then it's $10. Fuck! But really, look at Mary Jane. It looks like a stiff gust of wind could break her in half. But I do know in this story at one point that it does confirm and make canon that Peter Parker does dream of having a threesome with Black Cat and Mary Jane.
No way.
Peter, nobody cares.
Yep. Because when they go to visit him in the hospital, there's one panel that has him kind of a little bit drugged out or a little bit just out of it. And he goes, "Oh, this dream again? Oh, okay. Just be gentle." And they both look at each other sly, like,
no way.
if the comic's worth the $10, it's worth the $10 for that alone.
Oh,
now here's some of my She-Hulks that just came in. These, I only have one more issue to get, and I'm done with this run. Issue 23. That'll be coming up hopefully in a couple of weeks because I had to take some time off, so I'm not going to be buying any more back issues. You're seeing all my back issues now.
Yeah, I wish my LCS had a system like that because, like, I just am happier interacting with people less. I'd like to just be able to, like, click it, you know, especially something like that.
Yeah, I'd rather just go, "Hey, can I have that?" I really don't want to be around humans.
I love this run of the storyline.
This is going to be a good issue to have, I think, next week, because next week we're getting Dr. Kafka. That's her first appearance here.
No way.
Is
So
it
Dr.
174 the Corona?
Yeah, 174 is Corona, and then the 178 is the first Kafka, and she's going to be the Goblin Queen in next week's issue of ASM.
Kenny,
oh wow, Air Spider, really?
Why?
For a signed copy? Wait, what did I mess over here?
Yeah, I'm confused too.
My LCS is rocking a new system. I set my poll online before FOC, and the book
That's what I do
showed up in
too.
LCS. Well, that's good. Yeah, sold out of Black Panther, Devil's Reign, bunch of other. Yeah, all the ones that are showing up on Key Collector, you're still having people. I guess they didn't get the memo about the new tax law with the 1099K, that if you still plan on making all that money online, I really hope you didn't quit your day job, because that's not free money anymore.
It only applies to transactions that are $600 and greater.
Yeah, so $600. If you're selling comics, you're definitely making more than that.
No, I said $600 per transaction.
Oh, per transaction. Well,
Yes.
I thought it was for $600 total over the course of the year.
No.
Past that, that's when.
Is it a total? Because I think I read the $600 thing, and I don't think it's in total. I think that's like for a single
Arizona confirmed
singular sale.
That's total in sales, not 600 per transactions.
I don't know that yet, though.
I'm pretty sure, because Rufo sent me a text from his tax person, and that as long as it's you have to label it inside your Venmo or your Apple Pay or whatever it is, that this is for repayment for food or something along those lines. Otherwise, it could be taxed as frickin' taxable income. One day, my whole sub, oh my God, all 60 titles, and the owner did a line of coke and shrugged. Fuck that guy. Jesus, find a better comic shop. Oh, now this is where the arrow came in. I ordered the entire series.
Yeah, it looks like the total. You're right.
Here's issue 2. Issue 3. And I missed all this when it was first coming out because I went, oh, it's manga style. I don't know if I really want to get involved with Marvel doing manga. And then they incorporated them into the actual Marvel universe, so I felt like a schmuck. Especially when I read some of the latest stuff with Swordmaster in it, even though it seems like they kind of killed him. It looks like some characters I kind of want to get into. And this is where it all began. Number 7. It goes through issue 12. And I think issue 9 coming up is the one that people are really starting to look for now, because I think it's the first appearance of Swordmaster's older brother. Oh, Lordy. And here we have Planet Arizona saying, a lot of sellers say they're bailing on eBay because of those because of those taxes. The rate is 15.3.
So let me tell you something. Okay, so it just said that this $600 law has actually been in place since 1954, but adjusted for inflation today, that $600 would be $6,200.
Now that sounds more reasonable.
Yeah, I think that's more realistic. I think it should be adjusted for inflation.
I don't have too much more left to go. 12, that's the final issue of Swordmaster, and then we're going to jump over to some electricity girl that people are paying way too much money for because, hey, it's a new character. Fuck you. Come on.
Wait,
20 bucks.
What is this?
It's a new character.
Okay, one day your whole sub disappeared, all 60 titles, and the owner did a line of coke and shrugged. What?
Yeah. No other local comic shop can handle me. They all tell me to go to that shop or order online, so I went digital. Oh. It's all because they favor making a couple extra dollars from holding a couple books back so that they can charge a little more to some schmucks, and they're losing the people that are their main customers. That's just a crying shame when you're catering more to the spec crowd, which, listen, we need the spec crowd out there because they're the ones that are making us excited about all these comics that are going through the roof with sales. And if they all went away tomorrow, you'd still have some of us readers, but a lot of people would just fall off because it's not worth anything anymore. All right, the last few issues. Here we have the X Lives of Wolverine. This is the Canaro or Cabal Stormbreakers variant.
I almost picked that one up.
This was the nicest one, at least as far as the one that I saw when it was showing the pictures online over at the League of Comic Geeks.
I thought that the design variant was pretty cool too.
Design was nice, but you're more of a design variant person than I am.
Yeah.
And I haven't read the last 2 issues of this, but I do hear that Cyclops is a superhero now, but I don't know. A superhero of the, I don't know. How are they trying to market it?
Cyclops, dude. Such a cuck.
Oh, hey, look. Second print of our first appearance of Swordmaster, which is kind of nice.
How much was that?
That was, I actually got that for $44.
Interesting. Do you have the first print?
You mean that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it with it.
So just the whole lot was 44?
No, I saw that he had both this and that,
Oh,
so
'cause I was
I
like, damn, that's
offered
a
him
cool.
for enough for both of this, and he said okay.
Damn.
So I'm glad to have that because I have the first print of the first issue, and now I need to find issue 3 and 4. And here we go. The last stuff that I picked up, a full run of West Coast Avengers. This is the newer run that winds up getting Jeff the Land Shark and Gwenpool.
Damn, Air Spider, that's fucked up.
Oh, I just quit because we literally almost fought over stray dogs. Gee, we would want to hear this story. So if you want to contact us and want to do a show like this online, our guest canceled for next week, and I would be interested in hearing this story. So get into contact with us, Air Spider, if you want to come on and talk about it.
Bitch
'Cause this is the kind of shit that we hate hearing about in the comic community. And not that we want to call out shops or anything, but we want to make sure that people that are readers get their books. Good Lord. He left Diamond, so the pre-orders were all wiped, and he couldn't be bothered with my pull, so he let it become a free-for-all that week. Thanks, Taki. And Planet Arizona, I had an opportunity to buy New Agents of Atlas 1 through 5 for 50 a year and a half ago and passed. I'm not very smart. Well, hey, I remember seeing these as they came out, and I passed them up. Or even worse, I think that I bought them all and then threw them in a box and sold it all for paying off taxes the year before from Jay Blitz. So he probably has the
I
one
love that cover.
through 5.
I've never seen that cover. Is that a
It's
variant?
lucky. It's the regular
No.
cover.
I don't. I must have a. Cause I have that whole series. I've never seen that cover. I love Gwen.
Yeah, see, it says 4
His
A
relationship.
cover.
Huh.
Yep.
Maybe I have like a second print.
Yeah, these are all A covers that I got. I think I got the whole run for about 60 shipped.
Huh.
There were not many of those printed.
Yeah,
Especially
I have that
towards the
issue.
end. I mean, hell, people were paying about $40 just for this issue alone.
Yeah.
For freaking,
I remember. I'm glad I got that for cheap.
for Jeff the Land Shark. But hey, it can be in Pet Avengers, and then we can get Trish Forstner to draw him, right?
Marvel Boy was hilarious in that run, though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I have that one. Yeah, I have these covers. The other covers I saw, I don't have. So maybe I'll have like.
Trish is literally like the perfect candidate to do covers
Absolutely.
for Pet Avengers.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, lady, you're going to get a copy of this now that I have 2 of these. It was the only issue I got. I don't know why.
Yeah, I need one. Thank you.
So this will go in your pile. And here's the last issue of West Coast Avengers, issue number 10. And those were all the books that came out this week. So I want to thank everybody for coming out, watching another episode of Not Near Mint. I do want to thank everybody online on Twitter, on Instagram for wishing me condolences for my mom. We're going to play out the ending, and I'm going to leave it with her picture on there so that I can show my dad and everything. But I do want to thank you all for the condolences. It is very much appreciated. My mom will be very much missed, and she was a reader that got me to read the way that I do today because she told me, because of your grandma, she had dementia. You know how you stave off dementia? Read many different things and try and keep track of it all. How about comics? How about something? Okay, fine, comics.
Carlito!
Oh, thank you so much, Air Spider. Get into contact with us. So otherwise, is there anything coming up that y'all want to promote that's coming up soon? I know that, lady, you were just on Comic Gories.
It was fun. I was defeated, but the good thing is that the guy that beat me went on to win, so I don't feel as butthurt.
If you win to a winner, that's great. It always sucks when you lose to somebody that the very next person they play, they go right out the first gate.
Oh, it's fun. I just go there to like have a good time and trash talk.
And everyone's afraid of you when they play because they know that
why.
you're really good.
I'm a shit talker.
You guys, that you are a very good shit talker. You put the fire under the ass.
Yeah, but I do have some fun covers. I do have a couple of cool covers here and there every once in a while. But no, I'm not doing anything.
All right. Well, how about you, Kirk? Yeah, anything going on over with you?
JP Budget Collecting, our ongoing show with talking about Invincibles has been pushed up. It was going to be on the 8th of February, but now we're pushed it up to the 2nd of February. So next week, next Tuesday, if you got time, come on through. We're talking more Invincible.
I ain't afraid of nothing. I had fear facing.
I have another project that I'm working on, but I can't really talk about it. But you will see postings about it soon. That's all I can say.
When we get closer to it, that's when you'll be ready. We won't prod for information yet. Tell us now.
Yeah. I thought we didn't keep secrets from each other.
Wait, when did this all of a sudden become 90 Day Housewives?
I don't know, but it's weird.
I need to go to bed. Clips of that.
Yeah, we've had a good show. We want to thank everybody out there for watching, live viewers, replay viewers. We thank you all. We're on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. Go check us out there. Read us in the bio. Go check out Stray Dogs. It's an amazing series if you haven't so far. And we will be back next week with To Be Announced. So thank you all so much. And we're going to close out the show. So good night. Good luck. Read all your comics and love each other as much as you love your books.
Of course.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.